Grand Rising King, Grand Rising.
We hear a lot of Grand Risings out here in LA.
Do they say Grand Rising in Atlanta, Jarren?
Now I'm sick of people with this stupid little fucking trendy little fucking sayings.
No, me too, bro. But
you don't want a Grand Rising?
I'm wondering if it's regional. Do they say like Grand Rising King?
No, I've heard that before. Yeah, I heard everybody say
No one says
King
no
and all
shit like that in New York, bro. I mean, at least when I was there.
What is it? What does it mean?
I get it every day.
What does it mean? Like hello?
You can't
Good
say no
morning?
Grand Rising. You go to the fucking bodega, to the Ak at the bodega, and be like Grand Rising. Get the fuck out of here! Throw a fucking deli sandwich in your face.
Grand Rising King. That's what they say in the morning too.
They
That's
say church too. They say church.
No, that's.
They don't say no church in Harlem, bro.
But that's not. I'm not hearing that
I'm
all
gonna
the time.
start
Like I
telling
am
people
Grand Rising.
fucking grand death because you never know. So, somebody could die that day.
Imagine like headache comes up to Jarren, Grand Rising King, and then Jarren's just like puts his hood up. Grand death, nigga. Sits down.
Would you say that to someone?
Grand Rising King.
No. What?
Grand Death. I would say Grand Death.
He's trying. You really gonna think you're gonna trick Aaron into saying?
I've done it before.
Into dropping N-bombs?
Yeah.
You can't trick Aaron into dropping N-bombs.
No,
He drops N-bombs.
Oh, I didn't realize what that was.
Aaron drops hard ERs. Come on, you know Aaron.
I wonder how many hard
somebody.
ERs Aaron's dropped in his life.
I don't believe that Aaron's never called.
He's just talking about you dropping.
He's definitely dropped some hard ERs in his life.
Oh, for sure.
I know he has.
Drunk, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Come on, Aaron. How many hard ERs?
Aaron,
in
you
your
never
career?
dropped
Over under 50.
Never.
Over under 50.
Oh,
But I'm not, back in the day. I know now you're woke.
way under 50. I will say my Xbox days. Under 50. But Xbox days.
He was out there playing fucking GoldenEye. Kill those niggers.
You know he was. You know he was.
No, but my
headshot
When I
on
met
that
you,
nigger.
you were still on that shit.
He was calling a bunch of people niggas too.
My friends use that as a slur for other white people.
Oh, not as a term of endearment.
The hard R?
Hard R was a slur for other white people. In my community.
White people being progressive with the hard R.
I felt like a bit of a tool. I called you, Kyle, once. I was chasing this chick, and I went to Miami. And like, white people in Miami are kind of cornballs. So I went to this party. It was like the first time I was like seeing this chick after like we had met once before, and like I was like so into her. She was so hot. Okay, great. So like we go to this party, and like every fifth word is like a well-to-do white guy saying the N-word, and I couldn't deal with it
At the party.
Yeah, so I went into because I was staying. So it was a house party, and I was like staying at that house because it was my friend's house. My friend didn't say it, but all his girlfriends.
Hold on, y'all. Come on, fam.
I have poop. I have to throw it out.
Do it. Why the fuck you coming in here telling me that?
So I can't take him outside.
Nicole.
No. First of all, Max,
What?
if you do scream, try to like back off the mic a little bit, for Christ's sake.
Oh, it's Jaren's baby.
The baby's.
Jared got legitimately upset. Let's not even sugarcoat that one.
Did you just stuff him under the table? I thought you were going to pick him up, and all of a sudden he's gone.
here,
Look, we
man.
saw the top of his head, and then Jaren grabs him, and then he's gone.
Jaren was paid, just for those listeners, was paid a visit, a female visit. I believe it was a baby mother. And I believe we had a baby mother sighting on High School Dropouts.
We did. That's the first.
And then one of the children
Come here,
came
man.
into the room.
the children.
And then Jaren just swept him under the desk.
No, he slept himself. Come here, man. Come here.
Oh, he said no. He's
You wanna
scared.
see the people?
Come
on.
say hello.
Show
Come
young.
say hey.
Show
Look
the
at
young
Elmo.
king.
Elmo on TV, bro.
Oh, he's trying to
Young
lie to his
King,
kid.
come here.
I'm on TV.
Young king, come here.
Yo, we're gonna start this over.
Aaron's trying to goad his child into
Well, why do we gotta
making
start
an
this
appearance.
over?
So this
No,
is
I'm
great.
glad we started out with the
I think this is
N-word
the
stuff
perfect, and I think this is
No,
the
no,
perfect
no, no,
segue
to the song.
400 or 500 people, then I would have felt better. Then when I felt like I really offered society something.
I love that she was like,
If
I
I
got
wanted to
poop.
kill somebody,
That's what she said.
She said, I got this
you to
bag.
death with it, and I wouldn't feel a thing.
While we're playing this,
It'd be just like
Aaron is
to the
walking around with his
drugstore.
child, with his 4-year-old
Hi.
child.
Hello.
He looks like me, bro.
Pretty white. Pretty.
No, that's not white. That's mixed, like
I mean,
me.
pretty light. Like the white side is strong.
He looks like I did when I was his age. I like the contradiction of Jarren with his cute moment with a child while listening to him talk about killing people in rap form. All right, well, Aaron's got the
3, 2, 1. Welcome.
So we just watched
We're like
you,
5 minutes in.
Jarren. We just watched you carry your child while talking about cutting off a nun's head.
Oh wow.
I think that's. I mean, you talked about it, bro, in the rap.
Yeah, I know. You know, serial killers gotta fucking raise kids too.
Was that you doing the Jamaican thing, Jarren?
Nah, it's a homie, Chuck.
Jamaican Chuck.
You know, it's crazy. I forget his last name. Jamaican Chuck. Yeah.
Is that his
Shout
name?
out. I try. You know, it's so crazy. I try to come in my basement.
Oh, I think it's rant time.
They invaded his man cave. He's really. You can tell he's flustered.
People try to fucking invade the kid. You know what I'm saying? Let's start over. My
I think the kid is the
up.
child that walked in. You're not the kid anymore.
It's okay, man. Your
All right,
man cave got
let's start
infiltrated.
All right, let's start over.
All right, we're starting. This
rolling.
is starting over.
Yeah, we
All
started over.
right.
All that didn't happen. We started right when the music
You're
started.
just trying to get past the truth.
We already went
The
through
ER.
No, there was no ER. Never said
We won't
the
put
ER.
it in. All right, we'll put it.
Never said the ER ever.
Hard R, Max, in life.
Me?
With fooling around, you know, in
hell
Hebrew
yeah.
school.
Really? No.
He's trying not to smile.
He
Look
called
at
me the
him.
RER.
I.
Yeah. He called me that.
This never happened.
When in a fit of anger.
No, I think
No.
if it's ever
Just in
happened at
general.
all,
Uh-huh.
and
During a
I
song.
really don't think. Yeah, it would be like singing a song, but it would probably be like by myself in a car.
Well, yeah. Who's
What hard
what
R
song
song
you
are you
listen to?
singing?
No,
dude?
no,
Yeah,
no, at
that's
all.
what I'm about to
Without the
ask
hard
you.
R.
What hard ER are you singing, dog? What
Yeah,
song?
Oh, it's a country
song-
track.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what country song are you listening to?
I don't know. It wasn't really a thing. Like with
Have y'all ever been called?
maybe it was
The
because
hard
in
ER?
Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've
Yeah.
been called a
Oh
hard
yeah,
ER?
yeah, absolutely.
By a
By a living, breathing human being.
Yeah.
By a white or
Or
a
white.
black?
Oh, white
By a
and black.
non-black
Oh, black,
person.
whatever. But by
I've
a
been
black.
called it by black.
by a non.
You've been called
I've been
a
called-
hard R by a black person, Max?
Yeah, sure.
Hard R. You've been called a nigger by a black person.
Yeah. No, they call his ass rabbi.
Well, that too. Hard R.
What about
rabbi?
Wait. Y'all have been called that in real life.
Oh, yeah,
Yelled
100%.
at.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
in a
By a
negative.
white.
I have
Yes.
by a white. Yeah.
What was the
Context?
Yeah, what was the context of that?
Well, I've had a couple.
What was one that really
He was
sticks out?
hanging out
to
with you.
One was in New York by a bum.
I love that for you.
Really?
Did it hurt a little less that it was a bum?
Or less.
That hurt. If he had a polo on, it would hurt a little more.
A lot more. Yeah. I think like when racism and classism combine, like if he's
cancel
below
out.
my class, his racism like it doesn't
It's
really
kind
have
of funny
as much
almost.
bite
It's almost
to
like
it.
haha.
Yeah.
Like it's yeah.
It was still whack, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, still.
you know, and there's other context. If like I was the only black person, and a bunch of white people around me, and a bum did it, it would hurt more. But I was just like by myself, bro. You know what I mean? So it was like okay,
What about you, Jarren? What have you been called it by a?
it's memorable though.
Oh yeah. I've been around. I've heard white people use it, and I've been called it.
What hurts more? Being called it?
Yeah, because I was young, and I used to do this shit. I don't know. I would never do that now as a grown ass man. I used to do this shit whenever I would get in confrontations with people as a teenager in the car. You know how you get road rage? I would try to follow them and fight them, which is a stupid fucking idea.
You don't say.
So this fucking guy, I cut him off. It was, and he kept, you know how he keep the horn blowing. He kept fucking bumping the horn, and I shot a bird at him, and then he pulled. Then he shot a bird back at me and tried to cut me off. Then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm following this guy." So we got into a confrontation, and then
I like the
I
shooting
followed him
birds
in
back and
Walmart. Oh yeah, so we went to a Walmart parking lot. He stopped the car. I parked the car.
Perfect
got out
place.
the car in the middle of fucking Walmart parking lot.
Perfect.
And he rolled down the window, and I'm running up to his car. I was like, "Come on, nigger! Come on, nigger!"
He said it.
And yeah, and as I get close,
I thought you were saying it like that. I was like, I thought Jarren put on a southern accent and was like saying that to somebody.
No, that's what he was saying. He's like, "Come on, nigger! Come on."
Oh my.
And what happened? How did it end?
How did it end? He was like, "Come on, nigger! Come on." Oh my. And what happened? How did it end?
What happened?
Come on, nigger! Come on." Oh my. And what happened? How did it end? He pulled off. I was like, this is stupid. And I felt fucked up a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I got over it.
But it kind of bummed you out a little bit.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. And it bummed me out. The other times it was like I just heard a white person say it amongst me, and it came out as an accident, and that was just awkward. It was at a job, and this guy, he was telling me, this guy, he was a guy that was bored, cool guy, and he would always come up and stop and talk to me at work. And so this guy stopped. He was talking about this time when the Rodney King riots, and he was in the riots or whatever, and he was getting very amped with the fucking story.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then they all swarm a car, and I pulled out my fucking gun and I said, which one of you niggers want to die? And
God.
He caught himself. Yeah, that's what he said. He caught himself, and then he was like, man, I'm no racist, man. He said, I call he says, I call everyone white. If you're white, if you're black, or however if you're acting like that, that's what I call you. And I was just, I felt very awkward. I didn't know what to say because I was.
So you shot him in the face?
No. I wasn't offended, but it was just because I was super cool with this guy, and it wasn't like he was calling me that. But to hear him say that, that's when I realized, like, I think all white people say this amongst themselves.
It's interesting. I've been privy to, as like someone light skinned, biracial. I've been privy to folks getting a little loose, white folks, and I was in Turkey. Okay, and I was on this boat with a bunch of motherfuckers, like a 3-day little boat trip, all Australians. And this one Australian was telling a story, and he was like, it was like 16 Australians, and then me and my girl at the time. And he was a storyteller guy, and he's talking about, no, I was in Vegas, and there was a prossy, and she wanted me, and then talking the whole thing, and then she took me took me to the ATM, and then she took my card. And she was, of course, she was, of the African persuasion and all this shit. And then he said, what I learned about Vegas, she took my card and she went away. So what I learned from Vegas, never bet on black.
Stupid.
I mean, that's not that bad.
Jarren thinks it's funny.
But it was just weird because, no, bro.
Jarren loves the wordplay. He's like, Zinger. He loves that.
Jarren would adapt him up and then cooned his way off the fucking
goddamn
battle.
right. Hey, you know what's crazy about Australia? I remember when we was in Australia, it was me and Hobson, and he came up to me, and his first time ever been called a nigger was in Australia. Mm-hmm. And he's like, bro, I've never been called this in my life. He's like, some fucking random dude outside just looked at me and he called me a nigger. And I was like, what happened? He was like, he just saw his girls come up to me. I think the girls recognized him, but he was by himself. Hobson, the type of guy who liked to just go out and venture by himself. Mm. And I guess the dude was mad that his girls was paying him attention. And I don't remember exactly what was said, but I know he came up to me and he felt very fucked up. And he was just expressing like, I've never been called that in my life. I feel fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, there's also ways that people try to just say it too. Like, so there's the more flagrant ones, and then there's like sort of my situation with the joke, whatever.
Did he say the word?
No. I'm just saying in terms of like, okay, sort of feeling called out in weird ways or but then there's ways where like people, like a white dude, like could be an old white guy who like, fashions himself liberal, and he'll be like, I was listening to the rap song, and I know you're saying nigger this, and I'm like, whoa, bro, like, I mean, and then there's another guy I remember, he's another old white dude. He's like, and then when I remember when I was in prison or in jail for a couple of days, and this one guy turns to me and says, "You're the nigger now." But like, obviously, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like because he was the only white dude in the prison. But it's like, come on, bro, like, why are you saying this to me right now? Like, you know what I mean? You're just trying to get away with saying the word.
Yeah, make it awkward. You know what? Shout out to my ex-wife. Her mom and her dad, they're black, but they definitely mix with some shit. But they look fucking white. Like her uncle looks fucking white. He could pass as white. And he says, some people forget that he's fucking black, but he sounds fucking black as fuck when you talk to him.
Jarren, I love how
he said,
I love how you sound like a very like Southern Atlanta black dude, except for when you say the word white, you sound like a country club white dude. You say you sound Southern twang, and all of a sudden white. You're white. White. Oh man.
That's the white side of me coming out. White. But this motherfucker, he could pass as white.
Yeah.
And he always said when he's at the job, some people don't know it. And he'll say, I just sit back and kind of just go with the flow just to hear what they say. And he's like, a lot of the white people at the job would just say the most racist, fucked up shit, but not knowing this guy's black.
Ooh.
I don't know. So it's weird because like a lot of community, like I grew up like Orthodox Jewish, but like a little sporty, and I don't know. It's like my friends were the players, the guys who play basketball and like rap music and video game. Well, I don't know. So like where I've seen the similar like group of people in other cities, in Seattle, like I'm sure kids did. I don't know if it was because of like my parents, or whatever. I don't even remember any of my like close friends ever saying it.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
But
Is this like a high school dropout fucking race relation episode?
yeah, we'll get on to tits next.
I love that you called yourself sporty too. My sporty friends.
I don't know. It was like, no, because there's like a thing.
Sporty.
Okay, it's like I don't know.
Oh God.
I just have a vision.
Wait, Moss has hit the door. There's probably a problem.
I just have a vision of like, you know, like a 17-year-old white kid with like a basketball jersey on, like saying the N-word. I don't know why.
That's what you vision your friends would be like.
You know what? I come to the conclusion that everybody has a little. I don't even know if the word racism is in it. I don't even get that pissed off no more. But I take it as like there are some white people that maybe amongst their white friends may say some quote unquote racist shit, and us as black people do too. Sometimes I might say these crackers getting on my fucking nerves, and sometimes I still have the same sentiment as these goddamn niggas getting on my fucking nerves too. I'm a fucking equal opportunist fucking hater when it comes to talking about these motherfuckers.
I feel like
Niggas, black, whites, crackers. I ain't gonna say the Asian community because they're under attack right now.
yeah, the AA.
Umo wing.
You know.
Umo wing. There
I
was.
thought he was making fun of Asians.
Well, no, I will say
us.
something that felt powerful, Asian related. I live in Koreatown, and it felt like the end of the pandemic because this old Asian lady, as I was walking across the street, just slowly took off her mask in public.
Why are they so much more down with the masks?
I don't know, but just to see this.
That's
old...
in their culture, though. You ever notice that when you look at the Asian countries and they downtown, they're walking with masks.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So that's always been some
that's just how they roll. I don't know if it's partially also because of the pollution.
Yeah.
It was like a pollution piece and like if they're sick. But this old lady was almost like in slow-mo, man. It was like she was just telling everyone, bro, it's a wrap. Like took that shit off.
It's done.
It was dope to see. Yeah.
Did she pull the fucking chopsticks out of her hair too? And like, let her fucking hair?
That's how she took it off.
Nah, she was an old lady. She took it off with chopsticks.
Yeah, took off the mask.
Now we're going too far, bro.
No, you never seen that shit. Yeah, you have probably.
My thing, real quick.
You never seen that stereotypical bullshit in Asians. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just saying how fucked up Hollywood do y'all. You ever never see like those scenes where they had like the Asian chicks with fucking chopsticks in their fucking hair, holding their hairdo up. Then they take them out slowly and fucking let their hair down.
Oh yeah, I have seen that. In the corny.
Yeah.
The corny. Yeah, Hollywood really was mean to Asians for a long time.
Yeah, they did.
They bred that thing. Like growing up in Georgia, I never knew any. You know, like the Asians are bad drivers, or like you never.
Well,
unless you grow up.
I almost got fucked up this weekend.
Doing what? Driving
from an Asian driver.
Oh my god.
I'm not even bullshitting. I'm not trying to talk shit about. It's just a coincidence.
See, I'm going anti-stereotype. I'm going anti-stereotype. There was this old lady on the corner in Koreatown, and she just slowly took off her mask, and it just felt like the end of the pandemic. And so I spit in her mouth.
What were you gonna add? What you so?
No, okay. So
what about spitting in girls' mouths?
I don't think.
Sorry.
I do it all the time.
So great.
I don't think the Seattle whatever thing where like I didn't hear that word at all means that like there was a lack of racism. I just think there was like, especially in Seattle, that like you're not going to hear that word. I don't even know that they're any less racist.
Seattle's already just born. It's woke as fuck.
Yeah, it's
bro.
so woke that like that word, like you just don't really hear it in Seattle from my people.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Not that they're less racist. I'm sure, but like it's more like that word is.
I'm sure
clearly
like
naughty.
Purge.
You're not.
There's like an underpin purge where like just a bunch of white people go in the basement and just go nigger, nigger, nigger.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm about to say something, but definitely listen. I'm saying this so whoever edits knows this. Cut this part out.
Yo, no, I'm not even playing with you, bro.
Why are we cutting that out?
I'm not even playing with you, bro. I've had days where I was a bit of a monger. And New York, and they were literally, and it wasn't just Asians, it was prostitutes. And they would be like, "Oh, are you black, whatever." I tried to, at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I fronted on my race a little bit because I was trying to like just get laid. So I was like, "Oh, I'm light skinned, I'm mixed." And they were like, "Oh, sorry, no, I don't do black." Like that shit, the level of discrimination is fucked up.
Oh, 100%. So I've also mongered in the past and have been asked that question. Yo, are you black? I'm like, nope. Let's get it going.
No, and it would be like the higher like class, the cuter ones.
Yeah.
Ones that were like in better sort of like condition and shit like that.
It's
it happened literally like I remember I was traipsing. I was in a little bit of a fiendish mood, and I was maybe 3-4 hours just traipsing New York on the back page trying to score.
Yeah.
Whenever you see that no AA, you know what time it is.
Bro, that shit was not.
Oh, no AA is no African American.
Yeah, for prostitutes.
No,
it's
it's
like a
really
Is it the
prostitutes.
what do you think it is? Is it the penis thing?
I think it's a penis thing.
I asked
No,
one chick
come
one
on.
time. I asked one chick what it is, and I asked because I've. Let's cut this out, but I'll tell you.
Jesus Christ.
No, we're not
I'm
cutting
sorry,
this
you
out.
got a lot of.
We're not cutting it out. Don't say it then.
This it. No, we got to cut this. All right, I won't tell you. It's a good story. I'm about to tell you why.
You can tell us why it's a good
Listen.
story, and then we don't have to cut it out?
Now I'm gonna tell you why. No, she said the reason she said it. Okay, I'll tell you. I knew this chick. It wasn't a prostitute that I got. It was just a chick that I knew that was a prostitute, and I asked her one time.
But I was fucking for money.
Why do
myriad of racist ass reasons. Yeah.
That's so funny of like the white guy that's so racist that he's like, my prostitutes have to have no AA.
Oh,
And, like that's just funny
You've
that
been
like
tainted?
that's their marketing.
You've been tainted by
yeah,
AA?
It's like
Yeah.
no, they're
Yeah.
a prostitute who fuck for money and like they
Well,
can't.
that's a really interesting topic.
We actually spoke about this a little bit. It's in a different way, but the idea of tainted. And so we were talking about the idea of if you were to meet a girl who, for example, had been dicked down by like LeBron James.
Oh.
Right? And you had a chance to hook up with her or even just like, let's say it was more serious and you want to be a relationship and you knew that like her past was just, riddled with. I'm sorry, what? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
yeah, I don't know.
but I've had conversations about this in general, and I think it's an interesting topic. Like
if I had a chick that was dicked down by a bunch
but
of
like a huge, like an athlete, like someone who was like a 7 foot tall and like famous and you know what I mean, whatever, like a top level,
Like Khalil Mack from the Chicago Bears. He's
it
a
wouldn't
defensive.
make me. I wouldn't feel anyway at all. If I fuck, it's not going to make me any intimidated from fucking. At all.
Really?
or like how about even if it's just someone who just like you're like, oh, they're with that person, and then you know that person is like just a filthy fucking animal, you know?
Nah, I'm probably
Like that
filthy.
they like did some nasty shit with that person, that person subjected them to some shit.
Like a Charlie Sheen?
Nah.
Charlie Sheen
You're
has
fine
a
with it, bro? Like,
I'm not. When you say fine with it, you mean I'm not going to make her my girlfriend, but I'll still smash.
but what if
it.
she's like, okay, that was a different phase of her life, and now she's turned over a new leaf,
Oh,
and she's wife
so I would-
material.
If we, yeah, we.
But
vibe,
you know
it's
in the
cool, I
past
wouldn't
that
care.
she was getting her head smashed into like
no,
urinals.
maybe like a story, like the 76ers practice squad ran a train on her. And not even the start, but just the practice squad, like 6 of them,
full Amtrak.
fully fucked her at the Four Seasons in Philadelphia, and
Amtrak.
So is the question that is the question that would I make her my girlfriend?
Yeah, would you make her
would you make,
girlfriend?
but it was in the past. It was like 7 years ago, and now she's like a really upstanding citizen.
she got sober. Maybe that
And
she
we
was
like
like on a
super
bunch of
cool?
Molly and like I fucked the whole 76ers practice squad.
I fucked the Buccaneers,
Yeah, it depends on how cool this chick was. I would still fuck with her. 'cause I gotta
Depends on how cool she is. Dude, she would have to be really cool. And it would still be in the back of your mind sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It would still be like...
it would, but it wouldn't. Shit like that don't really fuck with me. Like I don't know. I mean,
All
it
right,
fuck with
good
me,
for you,
but
man.
it don't really fuck with me.
Good for you. I
don't know.
my hat's off to you on that.
I don't think it should. It shouldn't, but it would fuck with me.
Okay, I'm gonna get
You know,
into some
it
hot
would
water
fuck
here,
with
but
me if I hadn't done half of the shit I did. It might fuck with me, but then it's like,
Yeah, but I don't think you've done the
mean,
equivalent of
fucking
being
open-
trained by,
crazy
you know, the fucking Redskins, man. You know what I mean? Like, you've done some
I
shit,
mean-
but come on, bro. Like, there's a level of, I mean, maybe Max with, you know, fucking, you know, the Tangier Horrors Raw, but like,
Yeah.
even that, if it would be have to have been like, you know, a month worth of like, you know, threesomes.
And he had to be like on
And
IVs for a little bit. He got
depends
like
on
some
how-
gnarly
how-
disease.
How far in the past is that? Are we
7
talking like
years.
this happened 6
7
months
years.
ago? And
7 years ago, she
oh,
got sober,
and she's super cool.
and she's super cool.
Yeah, I would fucking have a relationship with a porn star if we were super cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
cool
that's
with it.
interesting.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't think I could. You think you could?
I think I talked with this about.
I think my hat's off to Jarren though, because you know what? I think Jarren, because you've had children, there's a level of maturity that you have around this thing that
Very
like
mature.
that the three of us haven't quite achieved yet.
Yeah,
so
I
shout
don't
out to you
think-
on that, man.
Maybe that's what it is. Thank you.
I think for a couple reasons I couldn't. One would be like my own jealousy shit. If it were.
But it's in the past.
Oh, if it's in the past, yeah, I think I could.
7 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It'd be,
I don't
it'd be in
know
the back
either,
of my
but-
mind of like,
You said 7 years in the
Yeah,
past.
7
right?
in the past. Yeah.
That's a
long time.
That's a good.
I would be
time.
thinking if it was like a
What's the statute of limitations? 3 years?
oh, forever for me. If that ever happened, it's forever. That statute, that's like
forever.
murder.
That's-
It's a
I
cold
wanna-
case. If I figure it out, it's still you're going to get charged for it, and I will press charges and I will get out of there. I think I maybe would try. I'm not saying I wouldn't try if she was super dope, but I think eventually my insecurity and my jealousy, I would start acting out in ways that would eventually cause that
Even if
relationship to
it
end.
was 7 years ago.
If it was 7 years ago,
I
I would still think if she was like, I'm going to come. And I'd be like, are you really going to come? There's no way. I know what made you come. Fucking.
It was the Buccaneers.
It was
what
the
if it didn't? What
Buccaneers.
if you-
I saw that you know what I mean? That offensive lineman. Like, even if it was like you know what I mean? Just imagining like smelly
The
fucking
linebacker.
jock strap on. Yeah, like, oh, I fucked the Buccaneers after the Super Bowl. Like, they didn't shower. Yeah, I would just.
Like every
I would
time you
find
look
a
at
way to
Deion
get off
Sanders, you would just like fucking.
It depends, actually. If it's like maybe like my favorite, like an Atlanta hero, like Michael Vick or someone, you know?
Then it's
Maybe I
also
should
be
let
a
it slide.
trophy.
Then it would be like,
it'd be a tribute.
yeah, it'd be like, you know what,
Oh.
go you. But a
The only
rival?
time you will fuck with me, and I mean, I don't hang around basketball players. Like if I was at a fucking party with fucking basketball players, then it would be like, damn. Only way to fuck with me if I'm
You
around
saw?
the people that she fucked in the past.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, all these niggas ran a train on this bitch, and I'm over here caked up with it.
Oh, and
That
they're
would-
all
that
they're
would
all
only
giving her
thing that
side
bothered me.
hugs, being like, "Hey, Sarah,
Yeah.
it's good to see you," and they're all
Yeah.
hugging her. And you're sitting there like this.
And they're giving each other that eye, like, yeah.
You're drinking a Lacroix with bad posture, just like, "Hey, oh god," shaking their hand. It's good to meet you.
Just the
All
dick
them
down is
niggas
in the
don't
air.
wear-
oh, they're shaking your hand firmly. Oh,
The lady who just walked into Jarren's room and walked out just started following the high school dropouts 6 minutes ago.
Fantastic.
that's fantastic.
Why?
We finally won.
Well, it's-
We finally got one of Jaren's
finally
baby
got it.
moms on board.
I'm sure she'll. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, she just think I'm fucking talking to some bitches. That's all that is.
On Zoom.
I have an
Yeah.
interesting kind of topic that I
We
think-
haven't done days, but please introduce it though. Yeah.
No, I don't. It's complicated, and I don't know where it's going to go.
Or
So
weeks,
I'm a
I
little
mean.
nervous of bringing it up. But like, okay, so I think the more likely reason, or the bigger reason for that no AA for the prostitutes is like for safety, from their perspective.
I think that's
Oh,
another one of the
just thinking
myriad
every
of
nigga
reasons.
finna jack 'em?
Myriad of reasons, but I think that's a big one.
There's another one. Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there's, a lot of, when I was in Thailand, there was a whole street of prostitutes who would only be with Japanese Johns.
They call them Japanese Johns.
Well, no. I'm
John's
calling
like
them Johns is like the term for clients.
Clients having
It's a-
sex with them. Really?
The client is the John.
That's nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's a John. So they would only be with Japanese clients, and you would see tour buses of corporate Japanese folks.
Yeah.
Get off the bus, and then all of a sudden, just the whole street of prostitutes would, "Wah!" and the guys would be dapping up, and and I'm not exactly sure why. I know that they have bread, and I would
Smaller
imagine there's a
penises?
penis thing, and it's like less, product damage. I don't know.
No, I don't. I mean, if you're a prostitute, you got to think. I don't even think product damage is a thing, because if you're a prostitute, you're fucking so many different dudes, so you're dealing with so many different dick sizes. that can't be the case. You know what I'm saying? I think the case is
unless you're strictly small dick. You know, if you're strictly small dick, you're not going to get. Yeah, I mean.
But I wonder why they wouldn't just ask how big.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could just be like,
what happens every dude you get? You know what I'm saying? If let's say you know, what you gonna do? Turn down a client? You gonna say, oh, I can't. Fuck you.
I don't know. I mean, they'll try to err towards small. I mean, look, there's a documentary called Hung, and it's a guy who had a dude with a small penis who decided to figure out which countries have the smallest penises. And Korea won. South Korea won.
One.
It was number 1.
Shout out to Kato.
I mean, you know, I don't exactly know, but they did do some control group research and stuff like that in the documentary Hung, if folks are really interested.
I will say this.
Your experience with Korean penises is...
No, I was going to say something, because I might say cut this. But, fuck it.
Should we just call this episode Cut This?
Yeah, cut this.
Cut this dick.
Fuck it.
Okay. Okay.
I will. All right.
Is that what you said as a baby when when the moil came?
The
in
moil.
your bris?
That's what they say.
The Asian chicks will. I've had some Asian chicks.
He's looking for the words.
That have.
It's great when you see Jarren searching for the words.
The non-offensive. And then he'll still say the offensive word.
Come on, I'm in a tight situation right here, y'all. Come on, man. You know what it is.
All right, Jarren, how was your week?
He was trying to make an Asian chick joke. Tight situation. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't. I was trying
to.
I can't. I'm skating around the truth right now because of
You want to tell us about your week
situation?
I feel you, man.
Oh, my week was fucking amazing.
Word?
No, it wasn't.
All right.
I had a cool week. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything? I don't have anything interesting to report about my week.
No.
What about you, Aaron?
My week, dude, my week was chill, bro. Doing stand up a bunch. I think I have carpal tunnel. Like I'm a fucking old lady secretary.
From the baseball?
From fucking making sandwiches using a knife. And now my hands are. I'm gonna have to start wearing braces at night because they hurt during the day now. Like my forearms.
Oof.
Yeah, it's either that or clapping during the Hawks games. I've been clapping a bunch.
Yeah.
Big clapper.
They might just be sore from the clapping.
Shout out to the motherfucking Hawks, man.
Shout out to the Hawks.
It might be sore from all them dudes you've been jacking off.
Yeah, or jacking off.
It is Pride Month.
It is both hands, so maybe I don't know. It is Pride Month. You're right.
Circle jerks will take a toll on your joints.
They really will. And, June's a big month in West Hollywood. Been busy. So maybe that's what the carpal tunnel's from. But other than that, I've been having a good time. The relationship with my father is really thriving.
Wow.
Our relationship really thrives.
Way to put that in a black man's face.
No, it's
You just can't get away from it. Huh?
no, but it's only during Atlanta sports playoff success.
Oh yeah. So the emotion comes out.
If Atlanta, is playing well,
He loves
me
you.
and Pops are on the phone. He's telling me the bets he's placing.
Oh.
His high school buddies coming over talking about the big lineup like they've ever watched basketball before in their life. They're just degenerate gamblers who love Atlanta sports.
Now, if Atlanta's not winning, is your mom black eyes and fucking,
Oh my God.
No, he would. I would get knees. He'd be like, "Come here," and give me a good knee in the leg if the Falcons were having a rough year, But no, when it's good, I mean, me and Pops are talking every day.
Wow.
Breaking down.
That's nice.
Breaking
look at
down
that, man.
the. So shout out the Hawks.
Yeah,
Trae Young.
Yeah, they're
Doing a lot
doing
for
wonders
the
for.
family.
The
Yeah.
Hawks are mending fucking relationships.
Love it.
They really do. Sports just.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, the NBA.
Yeah.
Specifically, I will speak for the NBA in terms of bringing fathers and sons together.
Yeah. No. Especially it's long, 7 games. I mean, you have so much.
You
to
just
talk
cherish
about.
that 7-game series with your father, and what it's going to do.
Just
for
every
What
everybody.
about
day,
the kids who's fucking got NBA fathers that's refusing to be in their life?
That's
dark.
fucked up. There are a lot of that. Meanwhile, all the NBA fathers are completely neglecting their kids as they travel the country and perform.
Does it? Is
I
that
don't know.
true?
I mean, I would imagine that there's a high level of that. I mean,
you see a lot of
you're on-
dads though, like Trae Young's dad's there courtside.
How much
Yeah, I know,
FaceTime
I'd
is
say-
he really able to put in? You wonder. I don't know. I'm not trying
Wait,
to
are we
doubt
talking
all
about
the
the
NBA.
dads of the NBA players? Or,
Yeah.
No, them as dads.
Them as dads.
Oh, them as dads.
Them as
Oh.
dads.
Yeah. They got so many ladies to.
They got the ladies. They're just so busy with all
Yeah.
everything in their life, and
Let me get y'all opinion on
Mm-hmm.
something real quick. Is this trash or not?
Yeah.
8-bit bully. So you're doing like the Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
I like it. No, I like
it
it.
needs to be a little more cartoony, I think.
I like.
On
No,
you.
this is Nintendo. I like it.
But a little more Nintendo-y.
There needs to be a little more everything.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay, well, here we go.
But
Here we go.
it's due like a week ago, so
Good.
just send it to me. I'll put it in.
How was your week, Max?
My week was cool. My week was kind of crazy. We've been booked every night till like I haven't slept in a bed in a week.
Yeah,
Max
first
is
of
a
all,
late
shout out
shift,
to the
'cause-
fucking studio, man.
What?
Yeah, shout out to
popping
Pink
it.
Cloud.
Shout out to Pink Cloud, man.
Yeah, it's starting to grow. You know, we're not at the point where we can really afford employees yet, but we're like getting there. And like I feel like that like jump.
Will
in
you
between-
guys hire Aaron?
Would
Can
we hire
Aaron
Aaron?
quit
I
his
would.
sandwich shop job and work for you guys, and will you match the pay?
And come sleep.
Yeah, I mean, the pay would be better. I think there might be a little conflict of interest in that Max and Aaron are roommates or,
Yeah.
or housemates. You know what I mean? I mean, so if Aaron was like hard up and he needed the bread, like obviously we're gonna fucking look homies out. But you know,
An ideal situation.
be weird having your boss be your fucking housemate. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, so I feel we're like, you know, there's not having any business, and there's having some business, which is where we're at, and it's getting better and better. Eventually, you know, we'll be able to use that to hire employees or whatnot, but we're kind of at that point right before that, so it's like very busy, but handling it all ourselves, and I do the late shift, and so yeah, I've literally been here till about 4 a.m. every night, and then it's like I'm too tired because I live like 25 minutes away. I can't really handle the drive at 4 in the morning after working all day.
How
so
many
I just-
times are you not off?
Not off.
How many times are you not off driving home?
I won't drive. Like I've been too tired to drive, so I crash on the couch and then I wake up and get back to work.
Have you ever had the nod off situation where you're like, oh shit, I was asleep for a couple seconds on the road?
Oh yeah, every tour.
Yeah,
All right, Jarren. Well, saddle up, Jarren. You
that's
get
why.
ready to go.
That's why he's not driving. Yeah, I remember I used to work a job when I was younger. I did a security job, and after security job, I would go to fucking school, and I had to be at school at 7 in the fucking morning. And I worked as security guard from 11 to 7, so I was always late for school every day. And sometimes I would nod off on the drive, and I would be like, "Yo, I don't know how long, but it felt like I was asleep for a long
That's
fucking
scary.
time." And I didn't swerve, but the car, you wake up and you like panicking, and I just pull over and try to sleep in the parking lot. But yeah, I know that feeling. It's a scary.
It's
feeling.
really pretty scary.
Yeah.
And then like, and I'll try and go as far as I can, like on tour, and then like, there's bumps at the side of
You know
the
the
highway.
sad thing about the tours, because I always say, Max, if you feel like you are getting sleepy, please, like, don't even. I don't give a fuck.
This was
Just
more
stop.
when like I didn't.
'Cause I
have
can do drugs and be fucking amped. You can't do drugs. So
All right, you're the driver,
you're gonna kill us?
probably.
Damn, that would be a sad fucking piece of news.
Max and Jarren dead.
Imagine it's like fucking how would that come through? Like how would Aaron
would
and
you
I
feel?
learn that? Like who would call me? Like how would I find that shit out? Like
I think I'd find out from you.
yeah, you'd find out from me.
You'd
and-
find out from Aaron, maybe.
This is horrible.
Okay, so we
Don't
died.
even.
I might even find out close, but he might like put me as the emergency, and then I get a call and like sorry, yes, and then I have to tell his family. Oh fuck!
I feel like that might happen, or it would go to my family,
And then I'd hear from them.
and then they'd probably either hit you or the Coens would find out
This is
immediately.
good
then
that
Aaron
we're
would
talking
tell
about,
you.
because I'm definitely not fucking having Max drive on this tour coming up.
Let's go.
That's crazy though. The sleeping.
Would you be sad?
I've never slept well driving ever. I'm too good.
If you
I'm too
died,
on.
Max,
I'd be sad, man.
I would be very sad. I would be a little relieved. No, I'll obviously be I would obviously be devastated, but I would also be relieved. at the same time.
Devastated?
There's room for
Why,
different
why would you
feelings.
be relieved?
You know, it's one of those things where like we're saddled
Felt
together.
like would you be relieved because you felt like I knew he was going to kill himself driving, and the burden of thinking about that is gone.
It's off. It's off my chest. No, I just think that we're in it a little deep, and I think just in the same way that like if your wife died, you would be miserable, but you would be like a little bit relieved, like, oh damn, we've been in this shit deep, and now I'm free. You know, it's not really.
I'm not married no more though.
I know, but one's wife, one's
wife.
significant.
Yeah.
That just happens
In
to be when
business,
my
yes.
kids turn 18.
Yeah, y'all see
Right
each other.
now, you're my most significant other in business.
yeah,
yes.
and y'all see each other every day.
I have other significance in business, but you're my most significant in business because we're
I
business
think
partners.
just
Kyle
business.
got a life insurance policy taken out on you next.
Oh, we have
Can
to sign
do
that paperwork.
Can we do that? Can I get
Yeah,
a
I
life
think so. But then there's like a big incentive to kill one another.
I'm with it.
I mean, me too. Let the games begin.
Let's go.
No, what? But we did talk
that'd
about
be dope.
like, we have different things in our lives, different business things or whatever. But this is the one we share. We kind of talked about like leaving 50% to the other, like if one of us dies. But then like I would want to kill him.
Well, I also want to make sure my family's taken care of.
Yeah,
You know
I'll
what I'm
take
saying?
care of
I'm sure you will.
How was your week, Kyle?
It was interesting, man. I felt like I got a lot of administrative shit done. You know, no, it's kind of interesting for me, you know, because I like to put it off, and mine was a speeding ticket, you know, and I decided with the speeding ticket that I would do a written declaration, which means instead of show up to court, instead of pay it or do traffic, I write saying like, bro, the cop was wrong, and then I mail it. And then and oftentimes on the written declarations, the cop who's supposed to then administer a written statement just doesn't do it. So I feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Because like last week I caught a victory in terms of getting like a government bag. I got a grant from the government for my business, COVID shit. And this week I feel like I'm about to win against the government. This shit feels good, bro. I feel
Kyle
good.
versus the government.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you,
I'm getting wins against the
nigga that's
government.
gotten more speeding motherfucking tickets than Charlie Sheen.
Who got more speeding tickets than Keanu Reeves?
Me,
Speed.
Listen, check this shit out. I've beat damn near 90% of them by going to court, and the cops never fucking show up, and they let me go.
The show up
And
to
they just
court
say-
thing is good too. Yeah.
Really?
But then you have to
It's
take your
a
whole
gamble,
day.
but I swear to God, 90% of not. I mean, it's sometimes it will last a whole day, but depending on what time you go to court.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm there for like an hour or two, but you just wait on the cop, and then it's like, oh no, show up. Oh, cop and show, and it's
Bro, LA is crazy to show up to like judicial buildings or municipal spots because first of all you have to wade through all the tent dwellers, you know,
Yeah.
and there's always some weird cat who's just there every day.
I gotta
You know
go
what I
to
mean?
court
Oh,
like in the next couple weeks for traffic shit, and there's no other option.
What'd you do?
Expired
What'd
tabs.
you do?
But there was no mail-in, there was no talk, there was no pay a ticket, there was no other option but go to court.
wow.
For where?
LA.
I just got an expired tax ticket. $25.
What?
Pay online.
Yeah, I don't understand what
Yeah,
type
I
of
don't
shit.
know.
You must have
Yeah.
It's a
misinterpreted the
difference,
law
man.
out
It's
here.
that white hit a little different, Max, when you go all the way white.
You lucky dog.
I mean, yeah, I don't. No, I it was on my van, so it was actually they did not think it was a white person. I don't think that's why they gave me a ticket because my Ford Fusion's had expired tags for ever, and I haven't gotten a ticket. Immediately, I drove the dirty van down. Ticket.
How's the van doing?
I'm selling it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of it.
Oh yeah.
So you wrote the letter.
All right, so I wrote the letter. It's very to the point. It's like the dude stopped short. I had to speed up a little bit. I never exceeded the speed limit, and the van was blocking the view of any device that could have detected speed. Complete horseshit, right? But they
that
said
is true.
to do that. They said when you write your letter, like if you don't have like hard evidence, challenge like the speed gun.
Yeah.
So
Was it calibrated?
I'm telling
also-
you, dog, go to court.
You can like learn
go
what
win.
gun they had and be like, oh, that gun. You can like learn the facts about the gun. Like that gun has this level of accuracy rate, and it could have been inaccurate, and like that'll get you the win. Like just dumb technicalities. Courts. One time I got a traffic ticket, a parking ticket. This is in Jersey, and I took a picture of my car parked legally. I was completely illegal, but I just moved my car, took a picture of it parked legally, showed up to court, showed the phone of the picture of my car parked legally as evidence, and won.
That's dishonest.
I know.
That's really not that dope.
How you feel about that
I don't like it.
as your business partner?
As a friend,
You're gonna go to court. You're gonna get screwed.
Really?
That's gonna be a whole thing, dude. That
I can't
Los
believe
Angeles.
court for tabs. That doesn't make no sense. Court for your registration expired.
Yeah.
Anyways,
usually it.
What do we have in the news?
Just tags.
In the news, well, speaking of basketball and race, did you see what Scottie Pippen said
No, tell us.
about Phil Jackson?
I heard he called. I heard he said.
He said Phil Jackson was a racist.
Let's fucking go.
really?
And because of how what did Phil Jackson do that made him allude? What is it? Allude.
I feel like Pippen's been going at folks. Who did he go at? He went at Durant last week.
Really?
Sort of.
That's because his goddamn wife fucking all the fucking rappers. That's
Yeah, I'd be mad too if every time I heard a Future song, "You ain't never ever get your bitch back," I'd be fucking really sad too. I'd be so mad at
calling
Future.
everybody a racist.
Yeah.
Well, I see that he says that Phil Jackson only wanted to win a playoff series against the Knicks if a white player could make the game-winning shot.
That's retarded.
That sounds a little
kooky.
off.
Yeah. He won so many playoffs. Like what?
What's going on with Scotty? I mean, I don't know, bro.
He says he took advantage of black players such as Kobe Bryant.
What do you mean took advantage of? How, in what way?
Do you remember Phil Jackson left the Lakers and then wrote a book on Kobe Bryant and then came back and coached him? I mean, who would do that? You name someone in professional sports that would do that. I think he tried to expose Kobe in a way that he shouldn't have. You're the head coach. You're the guy who sits in the locker room and tells the players this is a circle and everything stays within the circle, and that's what the team is about. But you as the head coach opening up, and now you go out and try to belittle at that time one of the greatest players in the game.
There's a difference between being an
Scotty
asshole
also
and being
can
racist.
have a fucking grudge because every time he was supposed to, they say he never got the pay that he deserved. So he probably still, feel a little way about that. I would too. He probably feel a way about that shit, but he don't know how to guide his anger and his accusations. I don't know.
His ex-wife was like,
maybe he's just trying to make a splash. You know what I mean? Maybe he's just like, yo, fuck.
Plus his ex-wife fucking every young nigga that walk around the fucking store.
His ex-wife was like, I don't know, DM, but at least commenting on like Bronny James.
Really?
Yeah.
She was talking shit about LeBron's kid?
No. She was trying to
I don't know.
fuck him. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife was trying to bang LeBron's son.
Oh, that's some cougarific.
Yeah.
That's cougarlicious.
I don't even know why would he fuck with that bitch. Like, I would just let that bitch go. Like, why? I know they're not together no more, but at the same time, like, why? I have no idea. I'm just fucking alluding.
Why would someone still love you? Love is a weird thing.
He's just
it is, but once a bitch, I wouldn't. He know what type of bitch she got, so it's like, yo, I don't even know what I'm saying no more. This alcohol's kicking in, guys.
No, you're making sense. He knows that his woman is a little bit scandalous.
A bit of a loosey-goosey.
Well, they're not together anymore.
But I mean,
he's been involved with scandal puss.
He has been.
And there's going to be fallout.
His whole life has kind of been L's, though, It's like he's close.
I mean...
Scottie Pippen, top 50?
I mean, no.
6 championships?
No,
I think he's found a way to not fully be as grateful for the W's, thereby making them come off like L's, right? Like all these rings, he still has a lot of money. Yeah, his contracts never really got to the dope, but he's still fucking
he's still thinking about the money he could have had.
Yeah, he made more money than Jordan playing ball.
So he made bread
because at the end
he got that final
the
contract.
Huge bet. He got like $30 million a year for the last couple of years.
So ultimately, like, he got these wins, but he still kind of whines about shit, and then he ends up with a scandal puss, and now he's pissed off about that, and now he's just he's gonna throw some shade at Tony Kukoc.
I think what's gonna make him relax. Like, look at OJ right now. He's hella relaxed, right?
Is he?
Like OJ,
he's chilling.
He's chilling. He playing golf, but I'm saying, I think what's going to make Scotty feel better, he got to kill his wife.
Yeah, it would. Maybe he would kind of relax a little bit. That is a good point.
I don't know that OJ's chilling, Jarren. From what I remember, he got taken.
I'm not saying he's chilling, but I'm saying his demeanor seems a little bit more.
His demeanor
you saw the
is
stress leave his eyes.
He seems a little bit less stressed.
All right,
especially after this last president. Have you seen his Twitter?
No.
Oh, every day. Hello, Twitter world. Well, it's a beautiful day.
Oh, he's zenned out.
He's like, I'm gonna go hit the course today. Talks about hitting golf balls all the time. He's like, where
maybe he is chilling.
Commenting on players. He's like, oh, just relax.
It took a tough road.
It took a road. Pippen made $20 million more than Jordan
off
basketball contract
because
he played a little later.
Yeah.
I mean, But he didn't make the money in the contract. I mean, Kevin Durant really hurt his feelings on the tweet.
What'd he say?
Said
He
you were
got
in
him
your
good.
feelings because the coach didn't want you to have the ball to take that shot.
And you didn't come back in the game for it?
Yep.
Oh. All right, Scotty.
Scotty.
Let's get Scotty on the show.
Scotty.
Yeah, I don't think you think Phil Jackson was a racist.
I mean, no. I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, no. I mean, like,
Who knows?
what's a racist? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like,
Everyone.
was he like this active racist? Like, that's his agenda? No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think that
I know
obviously he was
I
affected
tell
by
myself,
racist
yeah.
shit and had some prejudices like we all do.
Yeah. But he wasn't.
I no longer can say yes or no to shit no more if I'm not directly involved in it. To no,
Oh, damn. Now
I
you
don't
sound.
think Phil Jackson. He don't come across as a racist, but I don't know him, and I've
Yeah.
never had any personal dealings with Phil Jackson to really voice an opinion of what type of guy he is. But from
Diplomatic
what I've
side
seen,
of
he seemed like a
gerontology.
he seemed like an awesome guy.
Okay, the diplomatic side of gerontology is shining through today. Huh?
Do we have any would you rathers?
Well, is that the only
Max, what's going on, man? Max, are you sleepy?
Yeah, you're going
Max
through
is Max is checking out.
No.
Yeah. Oh, God.
it. A little grumpy.
Really?
Yeah, a little grumpy.
A little, yeah, but it's fine.
Any other pieces of news?
No, that was. I mean, that and the condo falling, but I mean, that's not really fun to riff on, is it?
Yeah. People dying? Fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, I have a would you rather, and I know there were one or two in the comments as well. So, but I will do the one that I thought was interesting, and it's would you rather live until you are 200, okay, but look like you are 200 the whole time, even though you're healthy, or look like you're 25 all the way until you die at age 65. So you follow? So you look 25, but you die at 65, or you look 200 your whole fucking life, but you live to be 200.
But you're healthy. You
I'm
can
going
move.
65. I don't want to fucking live that long. I'm good.
It's how you look. You can move. You can do your life. You have some vitality, but you just look raisined.
I'm
Yeah,
out of here.
200 years,
65.
200, bro. You can do a lot.
I'm going 65.
That's young, man.
It is young.
I need more time.
But you think about everyone you've ever loved and known is gone.
No, they're all staying.
No, they're not staying to be 200.
Yeah, you
Why
meet,
not?
meet new people, man.
Your
200,
family, your
first
family's
100,
gone.
Look, your first 100, you get
I'm cool.
you round one of friends, family.
Also, your family is going to be a lot important because if you're looking 200 at age 16, your friend group is not going to be the best. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. I mean, if you're really that ugly of a kid at 16, you're looking like you're 200. I mean, think about what a 100-year-old looks like. Add 100 years to that. You look like shit.
You look terrible.
The friends that you're going to make are going to be weirdos.
You like a fucking corpse.
Yeah, you're going to look like a corpse, and you're not going to... The people who are around you...
Unless we do live in a world where social media is the god now. So unless you just
Filters.
a 200-year-old dude and you just do a bunch of just dumb shit and you just get popularity by just shit you do. I mean, people.
I mean, that is
looks
true.
Like,
You know,
look at guys like Welvin and all these fucking weird social media guys that's been famous just based
fuck
on
is
because they
Welvin?
look
Who the
like
fuck
fucking
is
retards.
Welvin?
You don't know who Welvin is?
No, it sounds like a strange Melvin.
Oh, man. All right, you remember these social media guys that got famous from like you had the one nigga with the big ass neck.
Yes, long neck.
Oh, I know you're talking about now.
What was his name? Daddy Longneck or something?
It's Welvin, the
Then
black dude
yes,
who's like, he's like real ugly and
Welvin
strange
is-
looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you
Okay.
could make some shit shake by being fucking
some
hideous
shit
in these
shake.
days and ages.
Well,
So,
I agree with that,
kinda-
Jarren, actually, and I think that
It's gonna be hard to find love.
well, no, I think that there is
No,
there's a
hell no,
lane.
bitches are fuck who's popular.
There's
I
a
didn't say
strange
fuck.
lane for everything. There are fetishes. There are old, decayed zombie fetishes. There are all kinds of things,
Yeah.
And I think you'll find yours, especially in 200 years. It might take a little bit longer for you to make those friends. Maybe the first 100, you're just learning how to be ugly.
And then,
You pop
Second
some
100,
shit,
you're
you
killing.
TikTok account and fucking just the shit you go viral for looking. Nobody look 200-year-old person and look 200. You going viral just for looking.
I agree.
200 fucking years.
You get a bag just for looking 200.
You can bag. It's on from there. But I'm still choosing 65.
I love this name is Welvin.
yeah, I'm choosing. Or what about? Have y'all seen Hezbollah?
Hezbollah?
Whatever the guy's name is.
No.
The kid boxer.
Is that the
Oh,
little
yeah.
kid
Oh yeah,
dude?
this is Welvin. I knew that was
Do you know how old he is?
How old?
He's 19 years old.
What? Oh, I thought he was a baby.
You didn't know that?
No, that
he's
makes
got
it
that-
way creepier though. I was like fucking with him until I
that's
found
less
out
cute and
that
more
he
weird.
was like 19 and he's like riding in the front seat, sitting on his lap and shit.
It's not in focus.
I don't like that.
I showed Welvin on the
that's
camera,
what
but
I'm
it wasn't in focus.
Okay, yeah. So 65 for me too. I don't want to.
I'm going 200.
Did you just knock the camera, Kyle?
Did I?
I think so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
There we go.
Yeah,
Welvin.
I'm going 200. I think it'd be a fascinating experience.
Me too.
I don't.
All right, we got comments.
Cool.
We got a couple in the comments.
I think we had some.
Are there the weird mustard corn dog things?
What?
Remember the guy was like, "Would you rather eat gas station corn dogs?"
Oh yeah.
All right, let me get to all the comments. We'll see what are the would you rather's in them.
Oh, you know what? I did do something this weekend, which was a waste of money. I went to this sneaker con shit. I just wanted to shout out. It's called Sneaker Exit. It's like a sneaker exhibit.
You crack
where
open a
you
Bud
can
Light
buy-
there?
Oh no, it's just a little
just white
salsa
side.
water.
Okay.
Oh, are those fever
So-
tonics? Fever trees? Yeah,
yeah.
fever trees. Okay.
I don't know about
Fuck
this.
with this.
All right, so you went to Sneaker Expo?
Yeah, I mean, I got so many fucking sneakers that it was just a waste of money to go. This is like I got every fucking thing. What the fuck am I here for?
So you didn't even cop nothing?
No.
Max got some new shoes.
I love them.
He's got
What you
some.
got? Were they on his feet?
Yeah.
They on his feet.
Put them up.
Let us see what you work. Let's see what you're working with.
There's a special edition of the Air Max 95 LeBron Laker version. 2 different colors.
What you drop on them? I don't like them. I remember when they came out. I just hate
Shit.
no,
Instant
no.
rejection.
I hate the Lakers colors, bro. I
feel
hate
you.
yellow
I
and
like
purple.
them.
Lakers probably got the ugliest color in the fucking.
I love purple's like my
Oh.
favorite color, and I got them the day the playoffs started. I love them. Honestly, I love them.
Well, it's also not a bad look to have them as a manager walking around Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But you dropped some coin, right?
Yeah,
All right. Well,
What we drop on them?
like $450.
I don't know how Max isn't constantly being robbed. I mean, it has happened.
Hey, I was thinking at that sneaker place because it was like cornball ass kids outside, like exchanging money. One kid had a wad of hundreds, and I was just thinking, like, yo, I just
That's a
snatch
good
this
place.
nigga shit.
Yep. That's a good hustle,
What
bro.
do, nigga?
Let me get to some of these comments. Young Sweeney Todd. Jarren, get Els Jenkin on one day. Tell Aaron and Max be on their best behavior if Els is there. He was on for a minute. Wasn't
We
he?
did. We'll do a full episode with Els one day.
I fuck with it.
The thing about Els is that's my homie. I love him, but Els sometimes could be just too cool for fucking school.
Oh, he was the one with like the babe.
We can make fun
Now,
of
what
him
I
for being
mean
too
by
cool.
Els is one of my niggas that's too cool for school because he's like one of them niggas that's too cool. He's so aware of not being cool. He's so aware of everything. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so self-aware of every moment.
No,
has
that's
to be
New York. That's like
cool.
the New York scene, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like it's like you go to a rap show and everyone just like just trying to make sure they're cool enough. They're not even listening to the music,
Yeah.
you know. Like Anyway,
But
Wilson
we gonna get him on.
Riles.
We gonna get Els on.
I'm hyped for that paywall. I'm trying to hear all the nitty gritty 3-hour Rogan style podcasts.
okay.
All right, what's coming?
Paywall.
Speed of Darkness said, "Damn, I was interested in that last hip hop part that we cut."
What was the last hip hop part?
How
the
Jarren
Eric-
got a song with someone.
Eric Sermon thing or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, see, this is what Max tunes
Moving
out.
on.
He's
Patrick
not-
Cisneros. We need that
connoisseur.
What?
He doesn't know anything about hip hop, so he just tunes out when you start talking about.
I didn't
hip-hop
cut
shit.
that.
Yeah, we cut it. Well, it was just like it was.
I
we
didn't make
we
that
tried to
cut
make
call.
a funny moment. And I think it was a funny moment. I think it was.
Oh
a funny
yeah,
moment.
I
Yeah,
fast
I
forwarded
was
and be like,
telling
enough of the
people
rap.
about,
But
Was it-
anyways, that
I
cut
was actually interested in it. I just didn't think that folks.
But
would-
ultimately, you decided to cut it out.
no, they fuck with rap shit.
did they fuck with like
Mac, I
old
think
school rap shit?
You probably heard Max. You heard Mac. Yeah, hell yeah. Hip hop connoisseurs like I would if just think about this shit. Maybe it's just
If
me.
it was
I can
you,
say
though,
I'm in the.
I think I'm interested
Yeah,
in
I'm
it.
saying I'm in. Yeah,
You're interested
I'm
in
saying
it.
Max. I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
If I was watching a podcast,
Well, you're not.
I think
So
we underestimate young kids.
No, that's interesting.
A lot
That's
of
an
young
interesting point.
kids in the fucking in the old school hip hop.
So I may have misread that because I my thought is that they don't give a shit about like who Eric Sermon is and all the type of shit and all the inside baseball around like, you know, old school New York rap or, you know what I mean, or golden era rap. But it could be, you're right, that, okay, they did the research and, you know what I mean?
It's interesting. I don't think we have a great handle on like who our listeners are. Honestly. I mean, I assume a lot of them are Jarren fans. Like the feedback I get mostly is like, not a Jarren fan.
Who are y'all,
classic Jarren fans like would be like Lindsay. Like doesn't look like a classic Jarren fan, you know, or Aaron's girl.
Yeah,
like,
let us know in the comments what you want us to.
Yeah,
what,
motherfucker. Yeah, we need
you
to
want
know.
us to hammer on Eric Sermon? We'll talk about Eric Sermon.
But I need
for
more than just
3 hours.
one person.
More
Because
than
that could be
that.
an outlier.
Maybe like 7.
7 Eric Sermon fans, raise your hand. We'll have a whole episode.
We'll do a little poll. We should do a poll on Instagram.
Not
Sermon
even
poll.
just Eric Sermon. Just if
No,
y'all
it's all
into, like,
Eric Sermon.
Well, it's going behind the paywall.
Patrick
Yeah.
Cisneros.
That's it, yeah.
We need that Jarren Benton and Kyle Rapps track.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Let's go.
we'll get it. Some
Andy
point.
Williams, this is the funniest episode I've heard so far. These cuzzy wuzzies are wild. What are cuzzy wuzzies?
What's that?
What's it? Cause he was.
I don't remember. Do we cuzzy
What
wuzzy?
shit
it?
do we don't even remember what we say.
But,
Bro.
but that was a while ago though too, because we missed last week. So that was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know what we were. I don't even know what vibe we were. I don't even know if we were good vibes or if we were grumpy.
Were we
I don't
talking about-
remember.
Were we talking about cousins? What's a cousin?
You know what's
was
crazy? I usually try to watch
Yeah.
I farted.
every
It
episode. I think
stinks.
the last episode. I don't think I watched it.
The Come Up promo official, sounds pretty official, said, I try to increment the episodes. I'm usually busy all the time, but wanted to stop by and drop some love.
Increment?
I tried to increment the videos,
What does it mean?
the episodes. Like watch them in increments.
Oh, I don't know what that. Oh, wow.
Like,
That's an
watch
interesting
them-
way. Like he used it as a verb.
As a yeah.
Like I increment a thing.
Maybe you can't. Is that officially you can do that? Probably.
He's official,
Right.
so probably yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
Very
point.
official.
Matthew Nurgle. What?
I don't know. It's just the name and the way you say it.
Well, you know, it sounds like okay.
The nigga's name is Matthew.
Jarren.
Shout out to. I'm not trying to disrespect your name, bro. Just the way Max says it, kind of.
Jarren Benton. They're usually. That's it.
What did he say? What did he say?
There were some would you rather's and shit. What are you
There
reading?
there
I
aren't.
swear to Christ, I
Okay,
saw some,
well,
bro.
Would you rather find them? Because I don't see them.
Bro.
That who I smoke shit is crazy, said Black
Oh.
Pegasus.
Yeah. Black
Hey,
Pegasus.
did y'all watch the documentary?
I didn't see it. No, I meant to. I didn't see
You
it.
watched the whole documentary?
Oh, that's
Max,
a
you
good
watched the whole
over
thing?
under. How long do we think Fulio will be alive?
I'm saying I think Fulio lives to the ripe age of 85.
Well, that is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy as hell.
I think he does.
I think he gets signed late this year, dies next year.
I don't think he even gets signed. I think Fulio makes it.
No, he gets signed unless he just straight stay in. If I was him, I would stay independent because I mean he hot as a motherfucking California wildfire right now.
Yeah, I think Fulio's he's gonna make it.
Julio dead 6 days.
I give it 2022. Right?
I'm gonna say
Is there any more news about those kids?
I don't know. Julio Fulio. What if he was in the condo? Let's say Julio Fulio.
It was in Florida, man. Oh, that's a piece of news to talk about.
I know, but I just didn't know if we could. It's so serious.
Riff on dead people?
You can riff on whatever we got to riff on. They're not building very stable condominium complexes in fucking Miami. Let's talk about that.
oh yeah, they call for a state of emergency. What does that mean in that situation?
Just they can spend more money without going through like legislation, state of emergency. It's like all hands on deck. Everyone can get overtime. There's less regulations.
So we can just
Everything's
move.
Yeah, it's like that way.
Is this so they can build stronger condo or like reinforce the condos that are already there? Or
No, it's probably just for rescue and everything there.
bro. I mean, I'm not trying to be morbid, but it'll probably come out. They're probably gone, bro. Like, I mean,
You know,
it feel like
you know the
Chilean-
record of rubble, living under rubble? Do y'all know what the record is? 3 weeks.
What is it?
rubble
Living like people
They
who
lived-
got caught under rubble like
for
that
3 weeks.
for 3 weeks. 2 19-year-old girls, separate incidences.
I could see like maybe a couple stragglers. You know what I'm saying? But like a whole bunch of people like that, bro, under rubble. Like, I don't know. I feel like Chilean miners stick it out. Chilean miners.
Miami hoo-has? Not so much.
Well, you're in a mine. It's a hole.
get a little
there's
there's a
space.
little breathing room.
There's some breathing room.
What if the buffet table collapsed next to you so there's sustenance around?
That'd be.
Hey, I'm a
fucking
little
lit.
lost in this story. So what happened? So the fucking building just collapsed?
Just collapsed, dude. I don't know if you've seen the video. Have
Imagine
y'all
that
seen the
shit.
video?
No.
No.
Dude, it is the craziest thing in the world, dude.
It just fucking.
How many deaths are they estimating?
11 people are confirmed. 150 are still missing. So probably 161 people have died.
That's
I mean, at least 140 people are gone.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, there's
What's
not going to be
really
like.
fucking sad about that is I'm pretty sure there's children in that fucking building.
Oh, that's
fucked up.
It's fucked up as hell, bro. I'm very sad.
One child lived from the top floor. Fell
Surfed.
somehow. I don't know how maybe he got on something. I don't know. But a guy was walking his dog and heard the kid screaming and
Top
saved
floor.
him. It was on
well,
one.
maybe that's safer.
Yeah, because
less
if you're
shit
on the
falls
bottom,
you.
you're fucked. If you're at the
You get
bottom.
crushed.
Oh yeah,
But dude,
yeah,
it's just
everything collapsed.
the video. Like you're just there's a lot. There's the 4K, or it's not even 4K, but there's the streaming, and it's just like the middle part goes down, just crumples out of nowhere. Just
I'm
crumbles.
just gonna say one thing, and I know it's not very sensitive to the times, but if he came out with a rap career and his name was Top Floor,
Oh,
bro,
it'd be the biggest.
that would go crazy.
With auto tune.
And everyone would cop it. Like I would cop that shit.
Yeah.
Even if it was trash, it could be just like
he
shitting on.
would have to keep telling his story. Like that story would have to be
Featuring
He
Fulio?
couldn't just say Top Floor.
Oh,
He had
Fulio
to-
top
yeah.
floor collab.
Fulio featuring Top Floor.
That could save Fulio's life, probably. Top
That's
floor.
why he's living to 85.
Yeah.
Top Floor, because they're touring and he's doing good. He's talking about the tragedy, live, and he's talking about live your life. You know what I mean?
Isn't it weird that they're not talking about it more though on the news?
Well, what Top Floor?
That the 150 people are like.
That are
I feel like if any other circumstances, if it wasn't because the government failed to regulate something properly, they would probably be talking about it more.
I think that, and it's hard to milk.
Yeah.
It's hard to just keep. Well, we're still waiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of hard to milk.
No, I think
race
an arm.
and fucking race is the hot topic now. So it's like, had a fucking
We got that covered.
Klansman
But if it was like
fucking-
a suspect, if there was like I don't know, I just feel like
I think that if
was
there's
a-
a shooter or something, then you can kind of go. There's good dramatic paths to go down, to stories
Terrorists?
to tell. Terrorists, you can continue making people afraid. I think for this one, you can say, "Oh, there's some structurally unsound buildings," and then people are like, "Oh shit, this is scary." That's about it.
yeah.
And then then when the
you're right.
the
And
bodies
Search
are
for the
revealed,
140.
Well, and all the people you can
That's it.
interview are just nerdy engineers who are like, yeah, the math did not ring up right when
let's
we ran
drop
the math.
Yeah, Keith, let's drop the blueprints. It's just like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
If you see it, the degrees.
Speaking of did y'all see Derek Chauvin fucking
oh yeah, there's a good one.
oh yeah.
what the fuck is he talking about when he was saying there's going to be more shit to come? Like what is he referring to?
I didn't know. What did he say?
He said that?
More will be
Yeah, he
revealed.
said something like he said something like in due time there's something I'm
Probably his
paraphrasing
appeal
what he's
or
saying.
something.
But he said something like this in due time something's going to come out of something that will help.
Chauvin's
ease-
gonna like
I-
activate.
I'm
other-
paraphrasing the niggas motherfucking
I love
words,
that.
so-
That's like the racist thing to say. Papa John said that too. In due time, something
they
he said
say?
something along those lines
Oh.
too, where he was like, "Oh no, Papa John said a day of reckoning will come."
Wait, this is Papa John's Pizza?
Oh well, he's not Papa John's
No,
anymore.
he was saying
Now I'm lost.
from what I saw, I took it as that he said like there's going to be some more information
That comes
that's
to
gonna
light?
Be that comes to light to the public that we don't know that will give people a more of a peace of mind about the situation. That's how I took it.
I thought maybe he's a robot and he's going to activate all other racist cop robots to kill more black folks. But anyways, but what are you talking about, Papa John? Because I'm interested in that.
Oh well, you know he got canceled, right? Or he got fired.
Of the Papa John's Pizza franchise?
Oh,
I had no
you
fucking
had no
idea.
clue.
No.
Oh, you should look
Yeah,
at Papa
but
John's
it was
TikTok.
some
It's hilarious.
bullshit. It was fucked up how they did my man's though.
He said the N word though, didn't he? This kind of ties it all
Now,
together.
okay, this is another one. I will say this. I'm speaking on something that I do not have all of the information about. So I'm going to say this. From what I heard or from what I think I know, he was giving an example in the press, like in a boardroom or some shit like that of some racist shit. And his example, he used the N-word as giving an example to what not to do.
Oh, wow.
And they took it as racist. I could be wrong. So maybe you might want to research
First of
the
all,
story.
Papa John, his name is John Schnatter. John Schnatter. And they're saying that during a conference, it was designed as a role-playing exercise in an effort to prevent future public relations snafus.
That's fucked.
He was asked how he would distance himself from racist groups online. He responded by downplaying the significance of his NFL statement, Colonel Sanders called blacks niggers.
That was his.
So his original statement was, I guess, was that what he's saying?
That Colonel
On the
Sanders.
main call.
Well, Papa.
So Papa said Colonel Sanders in the call. So that was kind of an example of what I'm
what was
talking about.
What was the context of the
I think he's in the
conversation?
call and he says, yeah, we got to be better because, we make sure that we don't get caught up, hit like Colonel Sanders because and we're on the call because Colonel Sanders called blacks niggers. And that's the example that I was talking about, where it's like a white dude finds a way to say the N-word. Yeah. Even though, like, he didn't need to say that, he could have said just like because Colonel Sanders said some shit, you know what I mean, or whatever. But
yeah.
I still don't think that's enough. I wouldn't. If I was in that conference, I was like, I feel a little awkward you said that, but I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily
brain
think.
fart.
I don't think he deserved to lose his job for that.
I don't think you can assume he was trying to get the N-word off. Could be that.
Yeah,
he's just kind of an idiot.
I mean, just say if you talking to me, just say the fucking word. I would prefer that. Like Colonel Sanders used to, he's called people N-words. Just nigga, if you want to say nigga, say nigger. But long as I notice your intentions of you telling me what someone else is saying,
like
I don't.
That's
I
what he got canceled for. I didn't know that.
This is him saying a day of reckoning. Listen to this, Kyle. You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Living currently in Mark Shapiro should be in jail. He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. I would just say, stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight.
Why not set the record straight now? I mean, what is it about the record that's not straight?
Stay tuned.
and nothing has happened, right?
Nothing has happened, but he did say, I've had 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Mark Shapiro knows nothing about pizza.
I think
I guess that's probably the guy who took over Papa John since.
I think he's another robot. He's going to activate the fucking pizza robots, and they're going to destroy us.
Stay tuned. Well, I think that ties everything together. We had an act
Beautiful
one.
tie.
We talked about the N-word. We talked about our weeks. We had resolution.
So would you have rather him say,
prostitutes, and now we're back to
Jarren,
the
we talked about the word nigger in that moment? Because you just said N-word.
Yeah, I wouldn't have felt the way.
I wouldn't have liked it.
It wouldn't. If he was saying it in that way that guy that I was telling you about that I work with, that bothered me. But if he was just saying, we want to be better because Colonel Sanders said some fucked up shit about black people, called them niggers, I would feel, but I wouldn't have any malice towards him for saying that.
Just be like, you're kind of an idiot.
Well, the day of reckoning shall come.
Stay tuned.